Now that Fortnite has gone back to Chapter 1, guys, a bunch of people are starting to play the game again and want to know what the best pickaxes are. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the 25 sweatiest pickaxes to use in Season 5. This list is going to include some brand new pickaxes as well as some old school pickaxes that have become popular again. And these are definitely going to be the sweatiest of the sweatiest pickaxes in the game. If you guys want a chance to win a free Season OG pass, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button and let me know what your favorite item is from this Season's pass, because I'll be gifting a bunch of you guys if we can reach 3,000 likes on this video. But let's not waste any more time and get straight into it, guys. And first up, we have the Plunger. The Plunger reappeared in the item shop on day 1 of Season 5 being introduced. This was part of Ninja's OG locker bundle, and this was a pickaxe that he was using during Chapter 1. This is actually so funny. The way that this pickaxe was designed was pretty much for Ninja, so this is like his unofficial icon pickaxe. He actually asked for a funny pickaxe to be added to the game known as the Ninja, and they ended up adding this into Fortnite. I think it is really funny. You can tell by the name that this is meant for Ninja as well, and it is just a really cool little Easter egg that not too many people actually know. I feel like this is perfect for the Chapter 1 theme of this season as well, and it is definitely one of my favorite pickaxes of all time. We may as well talk about another OG pickaxe, guys, and this is the Reaper. The Reaper is one of those pickaxes that is always going to be popular in Fortnite, but I feel like it goes from a try-hard pickaxe to a casual pickaxe pretty easily. What I absolutely love about this, though, is that right now this has definitely become a sweaty pickaxe once again. A lot of people are starting to play the game again and start using this pickaxe. I love the way it looks. I've always thought this should have been one of the rarest pickaxes in Fortnite history, but for some reason they decided to add this back to the store every single Halloween, and now we see it pretty much every few weeks in the item shop. If these had have stayed as rare as something like the Scully Trooper, then Fortnite would have had a pickaxe that would have been worth over $10,000, but since they add this back all the time, I just feel like it is now one of the more common pickaxes that we do see. If you are looking for a pickaxe that is a little bit more rare, I highly recommend using the Frostbite Kane. This definitely isn't as OG as some of the other items on this list, but it is so good, and definitely a pickaxe that I highly recommend you guys end up using. We have seen some pros like Booga actually starting to use this as well. It is easily one of the most slept on pickaxes in the Fortnite Pro community, and I feel like with pros like Booga starting to use it, it is only going to get better and better. It is a really simplistic pickaxe. It really only has one color to this pickaxe, and that is what a lot of pros and sweats absolutely love. They don't want to use a pickaxe that is really detailed and has a bunch of different colors on it. So the Frostbite Kane is not only one of the more simplistic pickaxes, it is also quite small and makes almost no sound, which is exactly what Fortnite pros are looking for. Another really good example of this is something like the Trusty number 2. Obviously, this is a lot more OG because this was introduced back during Chapter 1 Season 3, and you could actually get this in the Battle Pass. This means that this pickaxe had a price of only 950 V-Bucks, which is honestly really good for a pickaxe that's well designed. Obviously, you will never be able to get this again though, because it was available in the Battle Pass, so unless you are an OG of Fortnite, you will never be able to get it again. I still think it is so clean though, and if you guys do have this in your locker right now, hopefully you are using it, especially since we are in the OG seasons of Fortnite. We haven't really talked about a pickaxe that was added to the game more recently though, so let's move on to the Scully Scepter. This is easily one of the cheapest pickaxes on this list as well, coming in at only 500 V-Bucks. I feel like a lot of pickaxes today cost somewhere between 800 to 1,200 V-Bucks, so having a 500 V-Buck pickaxe in Fortnite is really refreshing and definitely one of the best value for money pickaxes that you can buy. It is also based off the Star Wand, which has been one of the most successful pickaxes in the history of the game, so when you add something like these two together, it just makes it so good. Honestly, I feel like this pickaxe is quite underrated right now. The Star Wand is just so popular that not that many people want to give that up to use a newer pickaxe in the game, but as time goes on and as we slowly move into Chapter 5, I feel like we will see a lot more people picking this up and starting to use it. It's going to work with all of your favorite skins, which is the best thing about it, and the same can be said for our next pickaxe as well, which is the Candy Axe. This is sort of at the other end of the spectrum in terms of pricing though. The Scully Scepter costs 500 V-Bucks and the Candy Axe comes in at 1,500 V-Bucks. This is easily one of the most expensive pickaxes on this list. I just think it is so insane that a pickaxe costs this much and it really only has one style. It is reactive though. The more eliminations you get, the more little light globes actually glow on this pickaxe, which is a really cool touch, but Fortnite decided to add in a second variant of this pickaxe known as the Merry Mint, and instead of adding it in as a color variant for this pickaxe, they decided to add it in as a whole other pickaxe, which I think was a mistake. Since this is just such an expensive pickaxe, let's move on to something that is a lot cheaper, and this is the Scratch Mark Shredder. This is also available right now because it is part of the Season OG Pass. I'm a huge fan of this pickaxe so far. Even though it isn't the most detailed or the most customizable pickaxe, I still think it is really good. We have two color styles for this right now, and they do look quite similar, but I still think they are very, very good, and not a lot of people end up using Battle Pass pickaxes, so I don't really know how popular or tryhard this is going to become in the future. Since it is part of the OG Pass though, I thought I would include it. I'm sure some of you guys right now are using this pickaxe, so if that is you, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. This probably isn't my favorite pickaxe on the list though, but one that definitely could be is the Vault Guardian. The Vault Guardian is easily one of the best pickaxes Fortnite has ever introduced to the game. You could actually get this completely for free as well, which just made it even better, and this was back during the first season of Chapter 4. You could actually complete some challenges with the heist game mode in order to unlock this, which was a really cool touch because during Chapter 1 we had a pickaxe added to the game that was very, very similar, and it also worked in pretty much the exact same way. The Vault Guardian is a little bit of an upgrade though. I think the color styles for this do just work a little bit better, and honestly I feel like it does work with a lot more skins. We need to move on though to one of the newest pickaxes in the game, guys, and this is Eddie's Spear. Eddie's Spear is part of the latest Stranger Things collab in Fortnite, and this is a collab I never really thought would happen. We obviously have had a Stranger Things collab like 3 or 4 years ago in Fortnite, back when Chapter 1 was first in the game. We got Chief Hopper and the Demogorgon added to the game, but we never really saw any pickaxes being added, and it was never teased that we would ever get any more Stranger Things items added to Fortnite, but here we are with Eddie's Spear. I'm a huge fan of this. I absolutely love the way this looks. I think it is such an amazing pickaxe, and I'm so glad that we are getting more Stranger Things items in Fortnite. Hopefully this opens the door for more skins and pickaxes to be added. I think there is a lot of potential with this, and for right now Eddie's Spear is starting off in the number 17 position, but it could get a lot higher if more people start using it. If you guys are going to pick this up though, make sure to use code KyroYT in the item shop. I don't really know how often this is going to feature in the store, so if you guys do like it, make sure to pick it up. One pickaxe that is going to feature in the store very, very often though is the Driver. The Driver seems to feature in the item shop like every 2 weeks. You can pick this up for only 500 V-Bucks as well, so it is easily one of the most popular and tryhard pickaxes we have in the game. This is actually added to Fortnite back during the original Chapter 1 Season 5, so it fits in perfectly with the theme of this season. One of the main reasons why we see so many people still using this today though is because regardless of what skin you are using, this is going to match it perfectly. It doesn't matter whether you are using the superhero skins, Midas, or even the Hulk, the Driver is going to match up with it so well, and that just makes it so clean. Honestly, I have seen people and the only pickaxe in their locker is the Driver, and that is all they ever need, and they would rather just spend their V-Bucks on skins, and honestly I have mad respect for that. Personally though, I do like some pickaxes in Fortnite that do have a little bit more of an in-depth design, and the perfect one is going to be the Eban Battle Axe. This reminds me a lot of the Leviathan axe. This is also part of the Gaming Legends series, and it might just be a little bit better. I know the Leviathan axe is one of the most tryhard pickaxes in the game, but the Eban Battle Axe has a really cool design. It is sort of like a Viking themed pickaxe, which is so sick, and instead of having a custom animation, which a lot of people actually don't like, this swings like a normal Fortnite pickaxe, which is a really good bonus. Personally, I'm a huge fan of this. It's obviously not going to fit in with all of your favorite skins like the Driver would, but I feel like for certain combos, this is definitely going to be one of the best pickaxes in the game. Let's move forward though to the number 14 position, and we have Megumi's Sword. This is an anime themed pickaxe in Fortnite. It has only been in the game for like 2 seasons, but I still think this is definitely worth mentioning on the list. We really don't see too many anime themed pickaxes being popular for too long, and the same thing goes for the anime themed skins as well. They get extremely popular, especially the collab items when they first get added to the game, and then I feel like after a few weeks they just die down so quickly to the point where hardly anyone is actually using them. I'm a huge fan of this though. I was literally using this pickaxe today and I can tell you guys right now, this has to be one of my favorites. It has a really dark color theme to it, so all of those darker themed skins in Fortnite are going to look so good with this. It does have a really cool glowing animation to it as well when you swing this around and break down builds, which also just makes it even better. And to top it all off, it is a pickaxe that not too many people use, so you guys are going to stand out a lot. If that is something that you are looking for, then you need to pick this up. Obviously, we don't know when this is going to reappear in the store though, so you might actually have to wait a while. If you are looking for a pickaxe that is going to make you guys stand out a lot though, then Leon's combat knife might be an even better choice. This comes in at only 500 V-Bucks, so it is one of the cheapest ones on this entire list. But what sets Leon's combat knife apart from every other pickaxe in the game is just the size of this. It is literally the smallest pickaxe in the history of the game. I almost think it's impossible for Fortnite to introduce a pickaxe that is going to be smaller. It is just so well designed, it looks so clean. I'm a huge fan of this, but similar to Megumi Sword and some of the other pickaxes that we do have in the game, since it is a crossover item, we just have no idea when or even if this is going to be added back. If it does get added back though, make sure you guys do pick it up. I feel like 500 V-Bucks for a pickaxe this well designed is an absolute bargain. It is so good and is going to work with every single skin in your locker. It does have a custom animation which some people don't actually like, but honestly I feel like it works really well with this pickaxe. If you guys do want a more traditional pickaxe though, then the Sted Axe is going to be very good. This is an 800 V-Buck pickaxe in Fortnite. It was introduced back during Chapter 1 and has been popular and try-hard ever since. What sets the Sted Axe apart from all the other pickaxes we have talked about so far is that this makes almost no sound. If you are a casual player, this probably won't matter too much to you, but if you are a competitive player and want to compete in tournaments, then you need to be as silent as possible in order to hear where other people are around you, or if people are breaking builds around you and you might be hiding somewhere else. Obviously, by using one of the quietest items in the game, this is going to give you an advantage. Even though Fortnite have said that this doesn't help you, it seems like a lot of pros do use this because it literally makes no sound. It also has a really cool design. I love the way it looks, but honestly, I would love to see some more color styles added for this just to make it even better. We've talked about so many try-hard pickaxes though, so let's talk about one that is a little bit more casual but still really cool, and this is the Nana Bashes. These are the pickaxes designed for the Lil Split skin. This is the Peely and Lil Whip collab skin that was added in the OG pass. I'm a huge fan of this. I think this is so sick, and definitely one of the best pickaxes they have designed so far, especially for this battle pass. We do have like 3 different styles for this as well. It would be really cool to get even more styles for this, but honestly 3 styles for a pickaxe is so good. All of these styles do look quite different as well. We don't really see too many people using these pickaxes though, because they are dual wielding pickaxes, but if you are a little bit of a more casual player, then I feel like this is going to fit you perfectly. If you aren't a casual player though and are one of the more try-hard players, then chances are you already own the Icebreaker. The Icebreaker is another 500 V-Buck pickaxe, and it probably should be finishing up a lot higher on this list. It is pretty much the exact same as the Driver. This is introduced during Chapter 1, Season 1, and is one of the best pickaxes to buy if you don't really have too much V-Bucks to spend. You can literally buy this and use it with every single skin in your locker. It is going to fit skins like Thanos and the Hulk perfectly, but also works so well with Caper and the superhero skins, which is what sets this apart from everything else in the game. I'm a huge fan of this. I've said a few times I would love to see some other color styles for this, but honestly it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. It has started to die off a little bit lately as well, which is why it is coming in at the number 10 position, but let's move on to one that has gained a lot of popularity, and this is the Cold Snap. The Cold Snap has definitely become one of the more popular pickaxes in the game, and that is because Clix added this to Fortnite with his very own locker bundle. I'm so surprised it took so long for Fortnite to add a Clix locker bundle to the game, but now that he finally has it, it does not disappoint. He had to include the Sparkplug skin with this, but the Cold Snap is one of my favorite pickaxes for this, and I honestly feel like it works in so well. It is such an underrated pickaxe, but it is definitely getting the popularity that it deserves now, but one that I still prefer just slightly more is is going to be the Harley Hitter. This is a crossover pickaxe with the DC franchise. It was first added to the game at the start of Chapter 2 with the Harley Quinn skin, and we do only have one style for this. I've talked about this a few times, but now that we have two different Harley Quinn skins in the game, Fortnite really should have added in a second edit style for this. It would have been really cool to have a red colored Harley Hitter being added to Fortnite. I just would have absolutely loved that, and I feel like that would have set this pickaxe apart from every other collab pickaxe that we do have in the game. But honestly, when people ask for what DC pickaxe they should buy, the Harley Hitter is a no-brainer. It has a really simplistic color style to it. It's going to work with every single skin in your locker and just makes you guys look extremely try-hard. If you don't really want to use a collab pickaxe though, then something that I also recommend is the Star One. I don't need to talk about this too much. It has been in the game since Chapter 1 Season 8 and is literally known as the tryhard of all tryhard pickaxes. Pretty much every single pro player and competitive player in Fortnite is going to own this. It costs 800 V-Bucks, and even though it only has one style, that doesn't seem to matter because people have been using this for years. Even though I wouldn't have said it works in with every single skin in the game, it sort of does. The color style just complements every single skin so perfectly. I love the way it looks as well, and honestly, I think this is one of the best pickaxes you can buy if you don't really want to spend too much money. Let's move forward though, guys, to a pickaxe that might just be a little bit more try-hard, and this is the Axe of Champions 2.0. Now, the only reason I say this is more try-hard is because you have to literally be one of the best players in the world to use this. It is really only given out to the FNCS winners each season, so there are only like 30 people in the entire world that own this pickaxe right now, which is just so insane. I mean, there are like 10 million people playing Fortnite right now, but only 30 people own this pickaxe. It is just so insane. If any of you guys are ever lucky enough to own this, please make sure you let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to be reading every single one to see if someone owns the Axe of Champions 2.0. It is such an amazing pickaxe and is something that I wish I could have in my locker, but I'm just way too big of a bot. One pickaxe that I definitely own right now though is the Spectra Slasher. This is another OG pass pickaxe. It was designed for the Spectra Knight skin, and since that skin was so well designed, it makes sense that this pickaxe was so well designed as well. You can customize this pickaxe in every single way similar to the skin. You can make it a galaxy pickaxe. You can make it one of the cleanest looking pickaxes in the game, which is so good. I feel like you can just make this so clean. You can work it in with every single skin in your locker as well, which just makes it even better. So if that is something that you want, make sure you pick up the OG pass before it disappears forever. That takes us to the number 4 position, guys, and we have Steve's Bat. We obviously talked about Eddie's Spear earlier on in this video, but the second pickaxe that was added with this bundle is going to be Steve's Bat. Steve's Bat is so clean. It is one of the best pickaxes in Fortnite, and since the Harley Hitter has been so successful, it makes sense that Steve's Bat is also really popular. Obviously, since this has just been added to the game, we have no idea how popular or tryhard this is going to be in the future, but I still am a massive fan of this, and if you guys do have the opportunity to buy it, then it is definitely worth picking up. I would have loved to see a Steve skin with this as well, but hopefully that's something Fortnite are working on right now, and we might see that in the next few weeks. Let's move forward though, guys, to the number 3 position, and we have the Slasher. The Slasher was just added to Fortnite before Season OG started, and this is the pickaxe designed for Michael Myers. Yes, guys, the original Michael Myers skin, the Halloween skin, which is so sick. I'm a huge fan of this skin, so it makes sense that the pickaxe was so good as well. If you guys are a fan of the Fortnite Mares updates, then you probably already own this. Obviously, the unfortunate thing is we might have to wait a while in order for this to be added back. A lot of these Fortnite Mares items really only feature in the store once or twice, and then they are gone forever, at least until the next Fortnite Mares. So if you guys did miss out on buying this, you might honestly have to wait until next October to buy it, which would be such a shame. Hopefully it does return though, because there are some pickaxes in Fortnite that never return ever again, and one of them is the Leviathan Axe. This is added back during Chapter 2 Season 5. You could pick this up for around 1,000 V-Bucks, and it is only featured in the item shop once. A lot of people thought this is going to be added back multiple times and didn't buy it the first time because they thought they would just wait until it was added back, but that day has never come. It is literally featured in the item shop over like 500 days ago and will probably never feature again. It is one of the most wanted pickaxes in the entire game though. It looks so clean. It is by far one of the sweatiest pickaxes you can use as well, and I highly recommend you guys start using it if you do already have this in your locker. But that takes us to the number 1 position, guys, guys, another pickaxe that will never return is the Raider's Revenge. This is one of the rarest pickaxes in the entire game, and since we are in the OG season, we had to include the most OG of OG pickaxes. It was literally so good. I remember seeing this in the season pass and decided not to get it because I thought this game was never really going to be popular, and here I am like 6 years later still making videos about it. It is such an amazing pickaxe. We have had some other pickaxes added to the game that look very similar to this, like the Red Hot Revenge, which do obviously make it really cool that I own it, but it just makes me want to own the Raider's Revenge even more. If you guys are lucky enough to own it, then make sure you guys start using it today. It is the perfect time to use it, and it is going to be one of the sweatiest pickaxes we ever see being added to the game. But there you guys go. That is my list for the 25 sweatiest pickaxes that only sweats do own. If you guys want to see a list of the best combos to use today, make sure to go and click on the video on your screen now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.